Great to have you joining us. I'm documenting my progress from beginner to intermediate level. I'm approaching 1400 on chess.com. This is a drill I like to do to practice the knight and bishop checkmate. How are we going to run this king? So we've got these squares covered at the moment. I know the king's going to want to run to this corner. Ultimately we've got to try and make sure that is indeed what happens and they don't go elsewhere. This is covered. This is not covered. So if we go this way for now, I think this is fine. Okay. So we're not covering this square. Maybe just push here. Go this way if I need to. This is good. Okay. The king's going to want to run to this corner, which is where we start getting a bit more methodical. I'd be happy with that because that would cover those squares and would start to drive the king towards the dark corner, which is the bishop colour I have. But I suspect when I go here they will go to this corner, and if I move my king that will be stalemate. So let's just be careful. This square's not covered, I can't go here. I can come in. This is okay. Just got to decide now what we're covering. All the squares around the king. We're covering these squares. So I need my bishop to stay defending the knight and then see where they go. But it's going to be an edge. It's got to be to one of these squares and then my king will be able to walk in. So just a waiting move. When I move in, they've then got the choice of going to any of these. Fine. Right. Not covering this square at the moment, so if I go here they could this way. Oh, this is okay. Now I want to push them this way, so I need to keep covering this square and just gonna wait while they go. This will stop them coming back. When I move my knight here, I'm covering all of these four squares, king and knight. Now this is probably the hardest move. Oh, the next two moves are the hardest moves. I'm going to move here, which allows the king to start to get out. And then my dark square bishop is ultimately going to come and cover the dark squares, but I need to cover these light squares too. And this move does that. So I want to avoid the king getting all the way out. I'm covering these squares with the knight. Okay, so gone back. So now I can. I've got these covered with the knight. These are now covered with the bishop. Okay, making progress. This square is still covered by the knight, and I can use my bishop to cover here if I need to. Ultimately, I want to get my knight here, which will cover this square. My bishop is going to need to cover this square, but not yet. Okay, so maybe we have to go here. This gets away, and when I come back, that's pointless. Is it a waiting move then? Yeah. This pushes the king back. This doesn't work. Okay, another waiting move. Now we give this check, and we've got them locked in. So the knight is covering these squares, and the king is covering these squares. So the king is trapped in the dark square corner. And I have a few different ways to deliver checkmate here, and I'm not very efficient at it. At some point I'm going to move my knight out. So here, this pushes the king back. Let's do that for now. Now we've got, this is all covered by the king and the bishop, so I can do what I want with my knight. My knight ultimately needs to give a check on this square, so probably want this or this option. So I'm going to move my knight here, give me both options. Yep. Mate into 6.5 minutes. I'll be doing puzzles, endgame practice, bot games, and hopefully live games as well. So yeah, stick around, comment, tell me what I could have done better. That would be much appreciated.